Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be all about a summer look that I thought would be fun to do because it is the first day of summer. So hello summer, it is finally here. It's actually been here in Louisiana for a good while, although it's just non-stop raining. It just like today right now is a beautiful day, but it's been just really hot and rainy and humid and just yuck. But hopefully that'll end and we'll start having some beautiful summer days we can spend by the pool and just relax. So today is going to be all about that, all about summer fun. I'm going to show you just my everyday pretty much makeup routine for summer that is, I find, just kind of stays put in this Louisiana humidity. And of course SPF. You have to have SPF, especially on your face, neck, as well as your chest. I think that is very important in these summer months. So today, before we get started, I've actually already put on my SPF moisturizer, as well as I've primed already and set that with my Fix Plus. So that's pretty much what I do before I put on my makeup. I've talked about this several times. This is the Clinique Pep Start SPF moisturizer and Daily UV Protectant Broad Spectrum Moisturizer and SPF 50. That was really a lot to get out. So anyway, I put this all over my face and it does have a little bit of a color to it. You do have to shake it up really good before you use it, but it does have, and this one's almost empty, it's kind of coming to an end, but it has a little bit of like a flesh tone to it, and that but it actually blends into your complexion, whatever it may be. It's not going to like add any color, or, I mean, I do find it kind of helps smooth everything out, but as far as like if you have like major discoloration, it may not help with that, but for what I have, it kind of helps just kind of smooth my canvas for my foundation. But yeah, that's what I've been loving. I was putting it on my neck and my chest and décolleté area, but I decided I wanted to start using this. So this is what I do. This goes on my face and this goes on my neck and my chest area. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid in SPF 50 as well. And this is for normal to oily to combination skin tones. Absolutely favorite moisturizer. You can use this on your face as well if you don't, if you don't like that flesh color moisturizer. But as you can see, it blends in. It really does. I mean, now, if this is all you're going to use throughout the day, like on a day-to-day basis, pretty much this is all I wear. Like, I don't do my makeup every single day, but that's, it just kind of helps kind of smooth and kind of gives you like a little glow throughout the day. But it does, if you like, I don't know, like me, I get super oily, so I kind of pat throughout the day. There will have some coloration come off on that tissue or whatever you're using to blot or like those blotting sheets, so whatever you're using to blot your oil, it's going to show up on that sheet as like a little coloration. So if you don't like that, this is definitely another way to go. Now, I will say this does have that SPF kind of smell to it, that summer, summer suntan lotion, or not suntan lotion, but sun protectant lotion, I guess. I mean, you can't really smell it right now, but when it comes out, you can definitely smell it. But I mean, it's not strong. It goes away. It doesn't stay like that the rest of the day, but it is like a white moisturizer, and it is a little bit, I only put a little bit on my hand just because it's very fluid, so like it's very runny, in other words, but it's a very soft and hydrating and very good for oily skin because it kind of dries to that matte finish, just like this one does as well. So those are my two SPF products that I use. This one I use on my face and this one I use on my neck and chest area, but sometimes if I don't, want this one, I'll use this one. It just kind of depends on what I'm feeling, but these are my two go-tos. And then, of course, I set it with my Max Fix Plus. And I kind of feel like that just kind of helps set that for your canvas, for your foundation, and you're good to go. And, of course, I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer for my eyelids. I came to the conclusion that I think I really miss my NARS. I really do. I was looking at my eyelids at the end of the day yesterday. Like, I've never really paid attention to how that worked compared to the NARS. But by the end of the day, I don't know what I was doing in here. I think I was just going through some stuff, deciding what I wanted to do for this video. And when I looked at my eyelids, like, my makeup was pretty much all off on. I mean, it wasn't, like, it was still on a little bit, but right in the center it was kind of off. And, like, it feels tacky right now, and I don't know. I don't really like that. And I know I've been using this for quite a while. I think I used this for the most part of last year, but I think I'm going to go back to my NARS as soon as I finish that, because I really miss that one. That was, like, the best one I've ever used. But anyway, so you don't have to look at this non-makeup face anymore. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull my mirror in here real quick. Let me move all this out of the way so I can see myself. I'll move you guys up closer. Just a little bit. Not too close. You don't want to be all up in my face. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back a little bit. I do have one little new product that I've been using. This is the Sarah Happ, the Lip Expert. Absolutely love this. I got this in when I ordered the mascara from Nordstrom, the whole mascara sale, you know, buy two get one free thing. I went ahead and I grabbed this because I heard some really good things about it. And I love it. I can't say enough good things about it. It doesn't, I don't know really how it works as far as, like, keeping the lipstick on your lips. You know, I feel like that kind of depends on what you're using. But as far as, like, priming and making a good canvas for your lips, it works perfectly. Like, I'll show you right now. I have nothing on my lips right now, so you can kind of see I kind of have, like, these, like, little cracks. I mean, they're not dry, but just, like, it's like these little lines in my lips. I've always kind of had that. But you put this on, and it's not color, but you see how it kind of smooths that out? It's almost like it seeps into those lines and, like, just kind of fills them up, and just, you see how good that works? I'm really impressed with this stuff. Right? And it also adds a little bit of a moisturization to your lips, so you don't need that added moisturizer. Like, I used to, like, add a little lip balm while I was doing my makeup just to kind of keep my lips moist, but this has it in there as already, and it's also a nice primer and foundation for your lips. I love it. It feels really good. I've been liking a lot of her products lately, but I mean, look at the difference that from my lips before and now. It's just like it's smooth, and I just kind of let that sit there while I do the rest of my makeup. You've probably seen me do this before. This is pretty much the same, my same, like, everyday powder foundation routine, but I did add a little extra step. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose highlighting pen. Ooh, got a little fuzz on it there. But I like to add that right there in the inner corner and kind of bring it down, because I have, like, a little bit more like a purplish blue kind of discoloration right there, and that just kind of helps brighten that up. And it does dry really quickly. Like, if you're not using a beauty blender spun, it kind of dries in really quickly. So as soon as I put it on in whatever spot, I go ahead and tap it in with my fingers if I'm not using my sponge. And I just didn't wet it today. But for the most part, like, just on a regular daily basis, this is pretty much what I do. I just use my fingers. It may not be as good, but it gets the job done, you know. I also like to put it on my nose right here, in the Cupid's bow. This is probably where I would need the beauty blender, or even, like, the little ones, just to kind of blend it in a little better than my finger. But like I said, it gets the job done. So wherever I want a little bit more of a highlight or just a lighter, especially, like, in this part of my face, I like for it to be a little lighter. After I got that all said and done, I'm going to go ahead and set that with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Illumination Setting Powder. I can get it open. and I'm just going to press that into whatever areas I use that on. This is my favorite powder concealer. Like, I don't even know if there's any other like powder concealer out there, but this is the Bare Minerals Well Rested concealer. And I just tap some into the top, grab a brush, twirl it, and just conceal wherever you want to conceal. I'm going to add a little bit more brightness to my under eye area. Pretty much wherever I did the highlighting pen is pretty much what I'm going to do with this. But it just will, it won't take as much, like, because the pen has already done its job. But I'm going to put this more over my eyelid to help kind of set our eyeshadow primer. And then of course, if you have any blemishes anywhere, this is going to do the trick. I don't really have anything going on. Maybe something over there. Wherever you want to conceal. Something going up there. I'm going to add a little bit extra to my nose because my nose is always red. It's not sunburnt, it's just red. I don't know why. It used to not do that, but now the older I get, the redder it gets. Yeah, I apologize if I'm looking like over there. I have a mirror in back of the camera so I can kind of see what's going on and if my camera's going to shut off on me or what, because it hasn't been loving life lately. It's been, the battery life like goes down really, really fast. My memory card doesn't seem to hold as much as it used to. And it's just not, I don't know, something's not right. I don't know if it's the camera or, I think I probably explained this before, but I kind of decided I wanted to go ahead and get a new camera, but I'm really not ready to spend that amount of money because I know what camera I want. And I had said I was just going to get a battery replacement and a new memory card to start off with. I still might do that because that's still cheaper than getting a camera, but I just haven't done that yet. But she seems to be doing okay for right now, so we'll see how this goes. I've tried filming other videos and she's like cut off and I haven't really even noticed, and I'm just like going to town filming everything. For foundation, I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Powder Foundation today. This is, I think I prefer this over the It Cosmetic one. I really do, because it stays on, it stays put, it's not going to crease, it's not going to like start kind of cracking, and not cracking, but just starting to look like it's just coming, I don't know, just falling apart is what it seems like. I mean, I love the It Cosmetics one, I love the coverage on it, but by the end of the day, it's even though it claims it's not supposed to, it's all synced into my fine lines, and it's kind of broken down a little bit. The MAC does not do that. I mean, I still get oily at the end of the day if I don't touch up with anything, but this one does not do that at all. So this is my summer go-to powder foundation. Even though my It Cosmetic is at SPF 50, I tend to grab for this one, especially during the summer, because with this heat and humidity we have here, this just holds up so well. So that's what I'm going to use today. I have Hit Pan on this, but I'm working on the sides. I do have a new one, and I'm in the color NW22. So I'm going to swirl my brush in that. It's like I want to use as much, I want to, you know, get my money's worth out of it. But it's a really good foundation. The coverage is amazing. As far as like coverage, it's very comparable to the It Cosmetics, but just the staying power and just the way it wears throughout the day is just so much better. Now when I get to this point, I actually like to go ahead and set everything. I'm going to kind of comb through my eyebrows so they don't get too crazy. But we'll do something with those later. But I like to go ahead and just set my powder, whatever I've done, before I continue. I have a new one, but I really need to finish the rest of that. When it gets to the end, it gets like really spotty on your face, but it still works. It still works. But I find this kind of helps keep the foundation set before you start doing other things to it. I don't really do much contouring these days. I just like to bronze up my skin, especially when I self-tan. So that's all we're going to do today. Today I'm going to use a little bit more of a fluffier brush because I don't want it too precise since I'm not self-tanned right now, which I need to do that like tonight. But this is a new bronzer. I've been using this, the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer. Absolutely love it. I find it's a little bit on the dark side for me though, except when I'm self-tanned. But when I'm kind of like more white, right, like I am right now, which is fine. But it can be a little dark, so you just kind of have to watch how you use it. When I first used it, it was like, wow, like bronze beauty, but not really. Like, it was just crazy. But yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit of a fluffier brush that's kind of tapered, and I'm just going to kind of tap both sides in on it. It did come to me damaged, but I just went with it, you know, whatever. You can't smell it in the package, but once it's on the brush, it smells like coconuts. It's the weirdest thing ever, but I'm okay with it. I really like it. So the fluffier the brush, the more softer of a glow or bronze glow you're going to get. The denser the brush, the more like precise and just hard contour kind of look you're going to get with it. I have learned that, especially with this one. So I just like it to be more on the soft side. I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller, just a fluffier brush and just kind of lightly tap into it. Because like I said, a little bit of stuff goes a long way, but I kind of want like that summer, like I've been out in the sun and I got like a little bit of a tan going on. I'm just going to lightly dust it over my nose because that's kind of where you get it, and on your cheeks right here. You can even like give yourself a little smile because that's kind of where that natural sun will hit. As for eyebrows, I've really been loving the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Blonde. It's not as harsh as my It Cosmetics one that I normally use, which is the taupe. But you can, like, you just have to, this is supposed to be kind of be like a universal taupe, but you gotta kind of be careful of how hard you press. And I can kind of get intense and make my brows a little bit darker than I want them. So I purchased the Wiz. I've never used the Brow Wiz. I have used the definer, the one that's kind of got like that slanted pencil to it. I don't know what you call it, but I really prefer this one with the finer point, just because you can get it in there a little bit finer and make it look like it's more natural hairs than like making your brows like pow. I mean, if that's what you want, you know, definitely go for it. But today, or what I've been liking lately, is just a subtle brow. So I'll go ahead and kind of show y'all. I might zoom through this a little bit faster of how I've been doing my brows lately. I mean, just super easy. I just kind of lightly start in the inner corner with a light hand. Alright, and that's it. And they're not too dark. They're kind of like perfectly matching like my hair, like my natural color of my roots right there, which I think will be getting touched up next week. So I'm just adding a little bit of Anastasia brow gel just to keep them intact. I'm going to highlight my brow bone just a little bit using the Benefits Highbrow. This has been my favorite brow bone highlighter. Just a little bit of it goes a long way, and I just kind of blend it in with my finger. So today we are going to be using the Bare Minerals Bare Metals palette that I got from the QVC Beauty with Benefits. I've only used this a couple times since I've had it. I've actually tried to film another video with it and that didn't work out. Hopefully this will work out. I keep trying to make sure the camera's on and still going. It already kind of cut off on me once, but I caught it and we're good to go again. I may have to stop and recharge the battery. So many issues, y'all, just so many issues. So this palette comes in some beautiful copper and metal shades. We have pretty much a good many mattes and just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like satiny kind of metal or metal shades, so to say. So I'm going to go ahead and set my brow bone using this. Let's see which one I want to do. I think I'm going to go with Sugar Cookie at the top right here. It's got a little bit of a pink undertone to it. The other one looks like it's just more cream. I'm actually going to take the brush that comes in the palette and I'm going to use the little bitty side over here and dip into a ball gown right here. And that's going to go on in the inner corner. I'm just kind of rolling with this. I really don't know how this will come out, or I'm just kind of like looking at these and like figuring out what I want to do. So next I think I'm going to go into the color Stellar, which is right here. It's kind of like a gold, almost like a rose gold. Very pretty. And I'm actually just going to tap that. Oh yeah, it does. I mean, it comes out really, really pigmented. Very pretty. Definitely a pretty rose gold. I'm going to go ahead and just keep tapping that in, and I'm going to get a fluffier brush and we're going to blend that out. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Just going to take a clean, big, fluffy brush right here and in circular motions kind of blend that in into the inner corner with that lighter shade that we did and bring it on out and up into the crease. With a soft blending brush, I'm going to go into this color right here named Exquisite. And just kind of lightly put that in the crease just to kind of transition our color on the lid. Going back to the brush that was actually in the palette, I think I'm going to dip into Cognac right there. I'm going to use the smaller side of the brush and just tap in the tip. And I'm actually going to put this on my lower lash line. You can bring it as far down as you want. Depending on how glam you want to get with this, you know, you can add liner, you can add false lashes, whatever you want to do to this look, but I'm going to keep it toned down just for a nice summer kind of fresh look. Even like going on summer date nights or summer outings with your girlfriends, just to kind of keep it low key. I don't want it like too like cat eye or anything like that. That's just me, but you can pump it up as much as you want, but I'm gonna just kind of keep it like this. So I am gonna add my mascara now, which is definitely gonna be waterproof for this crazy summer sweating weather that we're gonna surely have. I tried this a couple years back. Well, no, I'll say a couple years back. It was actually last year when we went to Disney. I picked up this product. It's the Clinique High Impact Waterproof Mascara. I actually had the small one that was not waterproof earlier in previous videos, but I've actually gone through that. It's like totally dried out. Absolutely love the regular formula, but this is the waterproof formula, and it is not going anywhere. I can put it on my lower lashes as well, so I don't need like to bring like my bottom lash mascara. Like if you're going on vacation, this is all you're gonna need. This stuff it's not going anywhere, and it's just a great mascara. It's gonna do all the things for you. It's gonna give you a little bit of extra volume. It's gonna keep those lashes separated and nice and neat, no clumpiness. And sweat proof and waterproof. Whatever I got left on the brush, I'm just going to go ahead and sweep on my bottom lashes. So I did 2 coats on the top and just the 1 coat on the bottom. It's hard to talk while doing mascara. Before we move on to blush, go ahead and kind of highlight. I'm going to maybe back y'all up just a little bit so y'all not all up in my face. I'm sure that's not fun for y'all. But we're going to go ahead and highlight, give like a nice gold glow for a summer look. I'm going to use the Becca, this is the Champagne Pop. For blush today, we are going to use the CC Plus Radiance Ombre Blush from It Cosmetics. That was a lot to get out. But I like to kind of tap my brush in all the different colors in there. And it kind of gives a light, a nice peachy pink kind of glow. And I like to start off in the back where most of the product can be and work it up to my cheeks. See, just a pretty, just neutral, peachy pink. And it adds a little bit more of a glow because it does have a little bit, this part right here has a little bit of like a highlight to it. Let's see, for lips, the best thing that I think as far as like staying power or the MAC lip pencils, they have the best staying power ever. I mean, you can color in your whole lip and put a gloss over it and you're good to go. The gloss may wear off, but your your MAC lip liner is gonna stay put. I mean, unless you really scrub it off. But that's what I have learned over like the past year, that I've been just wearing like just the lip liner with a little bit of gloss. That's pretty much my go-to lip that I normally do. And as you can see from earlier, the Sarah Happ lip primer, what's it called? Lip Expert. I mean, it's still going strong. My lips still feel moisturized even after all that we've done. After my camera cutting off, and I've had to recharge the battery and download what I've had to make more room. It's been a hoo. But lips are still good. So this is all the canvas you need for your MAC lip pencils. These are all 4 of the ones that I have. My most recent one is this color Whirl, but we're not going to use that one today because I find this like a deeper kind of mauve-y kind of color. So we definitely want to keep it summer and light. So I'm going to go with Edge to Edge today. And this is a very pretty, just pink, just a good pink, summer pink color. I don't know if you can see it. But that's what we're going to do today. I'll pull my mirror in a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead. What I normally do is just start, I line my lip, my natural lip line, and then I pull it in, especially in the corners and a little bit, well, you'll see, but I'm not going to be able to talk much during this. So here we go. So yeah, that's pretty much what I like to do using the MAC lip pencils. Just kind of lightly fill in my lips, or you can make it as dark as you want. But this is actually really pretty like this. I mean, if you want to kind of keep it matte. But for our summer look that we're going for today, I'm going to pop on my Sarah Happ. This is the Lip Slip. And this is just pretty much what I've been doing all the time, because the staying power with the MAC lip pencils are the best. And if you want a little bit of a cheaper choice as far as like lip pencils, the NYX the retractable ones are really good too. They're waterproof. They're called make sure retractable lip liner. That's it. And I have the colors. I use these a lot too. I have nude and I think this is natural. Yeah, I have nude and natural. One's got a little bit more of a pinky color to it. So whatever, these are really good too if you're looking for like maybe a cheaper dupe for the MAC pencils. But just add my lip slip. And the lip gloss may wear off as you eat and drink throughout the day, but the lip liner is gonna stay there, and it's just been what I've been loving lately. For this particular look though, I should have did this. I should have added. This is I have the Sarah Happ. This is her her lip glosses. This is just the Lip Slip, which is a lip gloss, but it's her permanent, like, just I don't even know what you call it. I mean, you can use it on its own. It's like a lip moisturizer. It's a little bit on the tacky side, but I don't mind it. It kind of like helps stay on. But I also had purchased this just to try it out. This is one of her Luxe lip glosses in the Peach Slip. So it has a little bit more of a peachy tone, and that's kind of looking like what we got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and add this on top and just see what kind of difference it makes. Yeah, it's a little bit more of what I want. Kind of that peachy pink vibe that I was kind of going on with throughout the rest of my look kind of adds to it. So yeah, I should have done this first, but using both of these kind of worked out really good. I kind of like it. So yeah, so let's take this out. this is it. Now we're going to go ahead and set it. I always forget to do this off camera for some reason. Let me pull my hair back. Again, I'm running a little low. Maybe I should bust out my other one. Bust out my new one because I'll just pour the rest of that in here once it gets a little further down. Let's see. Let's give it a test spray. Yeah, a much finer mist when it's nice and new. I just didn't want all that splotchiness like I was getting. This one's getting to the bottom, so we'll just add to that one a little later. But anyway, let's try this. Yeah, so that's a look. So for not really knowing what I was going for, this kind of turned out exactly like I wanted. I definitely wanted something easy and fun and glowy and just summery. So this turned out really good. And like I said before, you can definitely pump this up with some eyeliner. You can add like a wing of whatever, smudge a little bit of eyeliner on there. I just want to kind of keep it simple. This stuff is awesome, y'all. Pick it up. It's the High Impact Clinique Waterproof Mascara. I mean, I used 2 coats and it looks great. I really like it. Pop on some false lashes. That'll even make it look even better. I'm really happy about how this came out. Really excited about it. So yeah, that is it. I just wanted to do this fun little video for the first day of summer. I hope everyone is having a great summer so far, even though it's just beginning. I hope everyone has fun times planned for these summer months to follow. I'm not sure what we're doing. Not much. We're not going on vacation this year. We're planning our vacation right now for next year, which of course Disney. We always go to Disney, but we love Disney. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Come follow me on all my social medias. I'm mostly on Instagram for the most part, but I'll have everything linked down below. I'll have everything that I use as well linked down below in the description box. And yeah, that is it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all. Have a great summer.